Let's go! Dito po kami sa grotto ng Barangay Patak, Santo Tomas, kung saan nakita po natin dito ang imahe ni Our Lady of Lourdes.
So, kung makikita nyo, ang istruktura ay makikita doon pataas ng bundok. And, ang katanungan namin ngayon ay, bakit nga ba pinapatayo ito? Ano nga ba ang purpose ng pagpapatayo ng mga ganito? At kung bakit ganito ang mga nasasabi nating rebulto o ano nga ba yung mga misconceptions sa kanila?
In 1854, Pope Pius IX proclaimed the dogma of the Immaculate Conception. 3 years later, in 1858, the Virgin Mary appeared to Bernadette Soubirous in Lourdes, France, identifying herself as the Immaculate Conception. Bernadette described a lady in white with a blue girdle, yellow roses on her feet, and a rosary in her hand. The devotion was officially recognized in 1862 and spread worldwide by the early 20th century. Spanish missionaries introduced this devotion to the Philippines, building Lourdes grottos as places of prayer and healing. The Capuchins first enshrined an image in Intramuros in 1892, while one of the most historic grottos was built in Baguio City on Mirador Hill, initiated by Jesuits around 1907. Constructed in 1913 and featuring a statue carved by Isabelo Tampinco, the shrine remains a beloved pilgrimage site.
Ayan, good afternoon, Father. So, ang tanong po namin ay, ano po kaya yung mga purpose ng mga pagpapatay ng grotto sa taas ng mga bundok? Ano po sa tingin nyo?
Kasi actually meron yung biblical basis. Kapag ikaw ay nagbukas mula sa lumang tipan, makikita mo doon yung mga tinatawag na high places. Ibig sabihin, sa bundok usually ginagawa yung mga altar ng pagsasakripisyo ng mga tao dahil sa bundok aakyat ka and traditionally it is considered na ang Diyos ay nasa langit, nasa taas. So ibig sabihin yung bundok, since it is a high place, doon mo makikita o makakatagpo ang Diyos. And siguro nadala natin yan bilang tradisyon ng mga Kristiyano. Kaya yun, yung mga grotto natin usually napunta rin sa bundok.
Thank you po, Father.
What are the misconceptions of the grotto? But what is grotto ba? Grotto, it means small cave or kuweba or a cozy place that you feel comfortable. Siguro that is the purpose of the grotto, where the image of the Virgin Mary is there, praying together with her, and the place we feel comfortable together with God. Now, the misconception is that Catholics or Filipino Catholics, people claim that they worship statues or praising statues, but actually that is not true, because there is this called veneration. From the Latin root word venerare, it means to adore or to honor. Now, I give you an example. Kapag meron tayong namayapang kamag-anak, si lola, si tito, your mother, your father, we will place a picture to honor them and to remember them. And that is the purpose of the images of Mary, the saints, and God. Now, and people are claiming that they are different Mama Marys. Bakit nga ba? Actually, it is only one Mama Mary. Different representations, but one Mama Mary. Just like in the Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico. Just like Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico, where she represents the people of Mexico because she represents the brown skin of the Mexicans.
So, how did learning about other cultures challenge your preconceived notions or broaden your perspective? Well, it has broadened my perspective in accordance to the cultural significance or the cultural history of this particular place. Not only the most common layman terms or not only the most common misconceptions within this place.
What did you learn about your own culture while studying someone else? Studying other culture helped me to see that Ilocano culture like resilience, hard work, and getting along with other people are both special to us, and it connects to every people in any places in the world.
How can understanding diverse cultural values impact your approach to communication, teamwork, or leadership in the future? For me, understanding diverse cultural values will help me to communicate better and work more effectively with others. By knowing that people have different beliefs and ways of thinking makes me more open-minded and respectful, which helps me to avoid misunderstandings or misconceptions. In teamwork, cultural awareness allows me to appreciate different ideas and to work well with others. And as a future leader, it will help me lead with empathy, to treat everyone fairly, and to create an inclusive environment.